Now, two-time Oscar winner Charmin Obaid-Chinoy has come under attack from Star Wars fans and conservatives for saying it's about time a woman shaped a Star Wars film.
I mean, that would be all right.
That bit's
sort of all right, really. Yeah. But the film Star Wars New Jedi Order is going to be centred on Daisy Ridley's character, Rey. Fair enough. But critics are angry after she said, when it was all announced, that she enjoys making men uncomfortable.
What do we think about that? You'll have an opinion. Let's talk to two people who certainly do as well. Political consultant and proud feminist Emma Burnell. And film critic Stephen Carty. Emma, we'll try and connect with you now. Can we speak to Stephen to start? Yeah, we've got Stephen. So, Stephen, what do you make of these comments then? This director saying she enjoys making men feel uncomfortable.
I have to admit, when she first said that, I did sort of roll my eyes a little bit, but then I think it's important to put these things in context. It was an old interview from quite a while ago. I listened to the full clip, and it wasn't really, I don't think she was saying it in a confrontational manner. I think she was just making a point, and the rest of it made sense. To be honest, I have zero problem with what she said. I think it is time that we have a female director of Star Wars. It's been time for some time. We've had 11 films, all directed by men. We've had 5 TV shows, all created by men. Of the TV shows, there's been 57 episodes, and 21 of them have been directed by women, so I've got absolutely no problem with it.
OK, I think we've got Emma Burnell back. Hi, Emma. Look,
hi.
I have no issue at all with a woman and a woman of colour and all the rest of it taking the reins at Star Wars. Great. But the fact she said she enjoys making men feel uncomfortable, can you imagine if a male director said they enjoyed making women feel uncomfortable? There would be an absolute outcry.
Well, again, I would like to refer to what your previous commentator just said. It was said in a very context-specific way. She was talking about a film she just made about acid attacks by men on women in Pakistan. Yes, of course, that should make men feel uncomfortable. It should make men question what the culture is in that country and, more widely perhaps, that makes those acid attacks possible. So I genuinely think that this is a storm in a teacup. It's a whipped up nonsense. Star Wars is always a great vehicle for wider concerns that people have about culture. Oh, is it too woke? Has it gone too far? Did Han shoot first? Or was it safetyism when we pretend that he didn't? Han definitely did shoot first, by the way. But ultimately, Star Wars is something that both sexes have enjoyed all their lives. I had a Star Wars lunchbox aged 8. In fact, so did every single person, male or female, in my primary school. We had the same lunchbox. It was a little confusing, but it showed the ubiquity of the love of Star Wars. So great. Now there are female creatives involved behind the scenes. Wonderful. That's a great thing, because Star Wars has always been something everybody's enjoyed.
Stephen, there has been criticism of Disney, not just Star Wars, but wider Disney films. I mean, we had Snow White, didn't we, who was attacked recently by anti-woke crusaders who were saying we couldn't refer to them as Snow White and the Seven Dwarves any longer. So people saying here that this is Disney, this is Disney's problem. It's gone too far and it's gone too woke.
I mean, I don't really know what the word woke means anymore. It seems to have lost all meaning. I think there is definitely a deeper problem with Disney in terms of the quality of their output. At the end of the day, I think a lot of these problems and a lot of these arguments would disappear if the films were just well made. And a lot of them recently haven't been. A lot of them have been, I don't want to say objective failures, but a lot of them have been very unpopular. And I think things like the Star Wars fandom is fundamentally broken. It's a lot of fandoms nowadays are very toxic. They're very tribal. And I think opinions are very entrenched. People just take a side before a film even comes out. So this new Star Wars film that we're talking about, we don't know much, if anything, about it already. But online, you're seeing so many reactions of, well, I'm not going to watch it. I'm done with Disney Star Wars. I think we should maybe just wait until these films come out, watch them, then judge them, or at the very least, let's wait for the trailer, see if it looks good, see if you fancy it then. We shouldn't be judging these things before they're even made.
What a ridiculous thing to say, Stephen. I mean, that sounds vaguely sensible. How ridiculous. Thank you very much indeed to both of you. Really good to see you. Yeah, we need to wait and see what these things are all about.
Or at least watch the trailer, as Stephen said.
Yes, of course.